Mathematics. Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to the 7th edition of EL. Yes, that's right. Your favorite English show is back on screen. My name is Aji Adam Magay,
and my name is Nana Kamara.
and we'll be your host for the whole season.
We have come a long way. It has been a tough competition, but I'm proud to say that we are still at the semi-finals, which means we are coming closer to the finals, as there can only be one and only winner.
We will start the competition in a bit, but first I want to give a special thanks to our dear partners. IAM, known as the best business school in West Africa, the RELO US Embassy, Yafu Selim, Group Future Media, Calis, Senegal Airlines, and Reflet Boutique, who has dressed us. Thank you.
All right, are you ready? Let's start a competition and may the best win. Today's rubric are general knowledge, debate, and inspiring leaders.
The two schools competing against each other for that spot at the semifinals are Lycée Ababakar Sy de Chihuahuan and Lycée ICS de Mboro. If you wish to vote for your favorite English club, you can start now by texting ELA space 9 for Lycée Ababakar Sy de Chihuahuan or ELA space 2 for Lycée Taiba ICS de Mboro at 26226. You can also join us here on set by texting GO space ELA at 26226.
All right, English clubs, ready? Are you ready? Let's start with the competition. The first rubric is going to be general knowledge. In this rubric, candidates will answer the question about the general knowledge.
Lycée Ababakar Sy de Chihuahuan, please choose between card 1 or card 2.
I'm going to choose the card number 1. Number 2.
Card number 2, question number 1. Who is the Chief Executive Officer of Apple Inc.? Is it A, Tim Cook, B, Bill Gates, C, Mark Zuckerberg, or D, Steve Jobs?
Choose the letter A.
Jury?
Yes, good answer.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Question number 2. What is the name of the current president of Burkina Faso? Is it A, Blaise Compaoré, B, Rochmark Christian Kabore, C, Michel Kafando, or D, Kadre Désiré Ouedraogo?
We're going to choose the letter
Jury?
Sorry, that's not correct.
Can we have the right answer?
The correct answer is B, Roch-Marc Christian Kabore.
Thank you, jury. Question number 3. Who is the current general director of the World Health Organization? Is it A, Marie-Pierre Allier, B, Margaret Chan, C, Sonia Sotomayor, or D, Michelle Bachelet? We need your answer now.
the letter A.
Jury?
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
Thank you.
The correct answer
Can we have
is,
the correct answer?
The correct answer is B, Margaret Chan.
Thank you. Question number 4. What is the nationality of the only African man who was candidate for the FIFA presidency this year? Is it A, Tunisian, B, South African, C, Egyptian, or D, Cameroonian?
Letter A.
Jury?
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
Can we have the right answer?
The right answer is B, South African.
Thank you, jury.
All right, Lycée Taiba ICS de Mboro, is now your turn. Question number 1. How long is it since Cheikh Anta Diop passed away? Is it A, 26 years? Is it B, 30 years? Is it C, 36 years? Or D, 20 years? Can we have your answer, please?
Choose the number 8.
Jury, is that correct?
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
Can we have the right answer, please?
The right answer is B, 30 years.
Thank you very much, jury. Question number 2. Who is the current Secretary General of the World Trade Organization? Is it A. Roberto Azevedo? Is it B. Pascal Lamy? Is it C. Jacques Diouf? Or D. Christine Lagarde?
So the good answer is the letter A.
Jury, is that correct?
Yes, good answer.
Thank you very much, Jury. Question number 3. Which African singer won the Best World Music Album of the year 2016? Is it A. Rokia Traore? Is it B. Dilana? Is it C. Angelique Kidjo? Or D. Masire Sila?
Choose the letter C. Angelique Kidjo.
Jury?
Correct answer.
Thank you very much, Jury. Question number 4. Who among the following wasn't running for the FIFA presidency? Was it A. Tokyo Sekuale? Was it B. Prince Ali? C. Musa Biliti? Or D. Jerome Champagne?
The good answer is the letter C.
Jury, is that correct?
Good answer.
Thank you very much, Jury.
Ababakar C, the Chihuahua one, you may begin.
Well, today we're going to debate on the immigration crisis. But first of all, it would be interesting to know what is immigration. Immigration is a phenomenon which can be defined as the movement of people from one country to another, which they are not native or do not possess its citizenship, and it has ever existed. Now, why people are talking about immigration crisis? Because these last years, since 2014, we noticed a rush of people at the European Union borders. And this rush, according to the United Nations, is the largest and the most challenging that Europe has faced since the Second World War. According also to the United Nations, over 800,000 people arrived at the European Union borders since 2014. This crisis causes a lot of problems to the host countries, but it causes also a lot of lacks to the home countries. And it is high time for...
Okay. Thank you, Lise Chihuahuan. Now, Lise Isaias Domboro, it's now your turn.
Good afternoon, dear member of the jury, honorable guests. Immigration is the fact of leaving one's country for another in order to live or work there. Nowadays, immigration crisis is a great problem in the world. Never a day passes without we hear media dealing with this phenomenon. People are deserting their countries to find a better living conditions for many reasons, such as socio-economical reasons, natural disasters, and political persecution, among others. Therefore, these movements have positive and negative impacts in their countries of origins, as well as in the host countries. However, governments are making great efforts in order to control or to stop the crisis. Thank you, jury. We are now to your disposal for any question.
All right, so we're now going to move on to the first question. Teams, what are the main reasons for immigration?
Well, thank you for your question. Immigration crisis is due to a lot of factors. And among these factors, we have the economic one, meaning migrants for Western Balkans country as Albania are more likely to be economic migrants, fleeing poverty and lack of job. Many of them hope for a better lifestyle and job offers. But also we have the migrants who are feeling conflict, meaning war exists in many parts around the world. And this war pushes some people to migrate in order to flee this war. For instance, we have, according to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, over 50% from Syria have fled their countries because of war, and over 4 million people in Syria have fled their country according to the United Nations.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Lycée Ababakar Sidou Tivaouane, can we have your intake on it?
Well, immigration can be caused by, can have socio-economical causes. I mean, when people want to have a better living condition, they can live.
But the question is, what is the main reason of immigration, but not the causes?
No, we can say that nowadays the main cause is wars. When we take example of what happened in Syria, the loss of people who immigrate because of persecutions or because they aren't in security enough. So the only solution is to immigrate. I'm now going to give the...
Okay, thank you. And we move on to the second question. What could be the possible consequences of immigration? What could be the possible consequences of immigration?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thanks for the question. The possible consequences for immigration crisis can be, first we have overpopulation in host countries, meaning the number of migrants arriving in European Union borders is more and more increasing. And this overpopulation can lead to racial discrimination or racism. Also, we have death. For instance, 4 birds sank in the Mediterranean Sea while trying just to arrive in the European Union borders. We have the lot of number of deaths.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Domboro, can we have your point?
Okay, thanks for your question. Today, we have a lot of consequences of immigration. When we go in the European countries, they are not the same. They are not the same speaking, but some are can accept this immigration, but others are against. But it can bring a problem between the countries. I'm going to give my sister.
Thank you.
We can note consequences in the countries of origin and in the countries of the host countries. In the countries of origins, we lost youngs that are supposed to bring labor, that are supposed to work so that to bring the development in our country. In the host countries, they may be exposed to racism, terrorism, xenophobia, and so and so.
Thank you, both of the teams.
It is now time for the fair play salute. Let's move on to the last rubric, Inspiring Leader. In this rubric, candidates will have 3 minutes each to give a presentation about their inspiring leader. Let's give a warm applause for Lycée Ababakar Sidou Tivaouane and Lycée Taiba ICS de Mboro.
Good afternoon, everybody. A politician, lawyer, professor by profession. Abdoulaye Wade secured the chair of the president of Senegal for 12 years and has been serving as the Secretary General of the Senegalese Democratic Party, PDS, since it was founded in 1974. Not the one to be disheartened by defeat, Wade contested to the presidential election persistently even after 4 defeats, finally winning the same in 2000. With his election, Wade became the first non-peer president of Senegal since its independence in 1960. He resumed the office yet again in 27. Grand Théâtre, Monument of Renaissance, and a great number of roads are to name but a few among the greatest achievements of President Wade in Senegal. He was the initiator of plans like NEPA, Reva, Goana, and so on. He received a lot of praise and applaud from all over the world for peacefully stepping down from the chair of the president of. Will always be a role model for us young Senegalese and African in general. It is a pleasure to be among you today. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. I was born in 1926 in Saint-Louis, Senegal. I tied a nuptial knot with Vivian Ward, and we were blessed with a son, Karim, and a daughter, Sindeli. I studied in France and got certificates in psychology, mathematics, sociology, physics, and chemistry, and a doctorate in law and economics. In my career, I worked as a professor, lawyer, political leader, government official. I was admitted to the Senegalese bar in 1959 and later became Dean of Law and Economics faculty. I secured the chair of the President of Senegal for 12 years and has been serving as the Secretary General of the Senegalese Democratic Party since it was founded in 1974. I'm not the one to be disheartened by defeats. I secured the chair of the President relentlessly, even after 4 defeats, finally winning the same in 2000. During my service, I entrusted responsibilities to Senegalese from all categories, opposing political parties of different religion without consideration of their social origin. I'm a man committed to democracy. I receive a lot of praise and applaud for my fair play, my work against corruption, and the freedom of the press. To build a country, we need infrastructures, industries, agriculture. Therefore, I built many roads, bridges, motorways, toolbox, and launched many plans such as Goana, BPM, PDF, and the Great Green Wall. Education is important for a country to grow. We have to work hard, work again, always work. God's blessing on you, on your work, and all we will benefit from it. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, the moment of truth have come. It is now time for the deliberation. Jury?
Detailed result for Lycée Taiba Isaias Domboro. 16-3.
JFM.